we're back on the farm here. I stopped filming in order to get a drive. I only have most of the corn back in the bin, so 70,000 honestly, we're supposed to be in this one. So these have loads, but like I said last video, I'm willing to sell now. We have some money, and I wouldn't have failed up all the hay. So we'll get those bales sometime, not right now. What we are going to do is today we're starting tillage. Now, the first place we're starting tillage on is this farm. And I'll just be going at that James hunting trip. So he's not going to be here today. I'm kind of just maintaining the farm, trying to make it somewhere. It seems we're always in debt. We always are. I suppose once we got a lot of expenses. We have to buy a house, and we have to get, we got our hay kind of coming up here, so. Usually I'd say let's use this plenty, but I'd like to use the first part, but Jay has the keys with him on the script, and he's locked the door. He doesn't have it. So, it's fine. We can go down here. So for the only road I would like to buy that fourth one, but like we don't have money right now. Pretty soon here we also have a rent payment going to be due, which at the end of this month. Which is going to be about $5. We don't regret it now. After we saw all of our right now, shut up with it. I think finally the company one have enough money to stop doing contract work. The other one I think we have enough to where we're stable enough to not have to do it, not need to do it for money. If you remember, we were needing it, otherwise we would have gotten it correct. It's partially my fault, partially James' fault, partially all of our faults. We want new tractors. So we'll dig into this field here. I would like to connect them, but like I said, we just need to till this up right now. We'll go actually look behind the thing right now. See if we need anything. It needs rolling, is what it's saying. Well, luckily enough for me, the farm I just bought has a roller, so we can bring that roller around over here. We could rent a hydro bar, but I'm not exactly sure what we put it on, because I don't think any tractors from this farm or the other farm have the horsepower to run it. Because like I said, our biggest force is the versatile. Jalen has that thing locked away. Does not want anyone to acreage right now, it's looking pretty good. And we're I'm hoping that we can get next video when we're gonna sell the corn, and we'll probably buy some seeds. Seed, lime, all that stuff, fertilizer. Fertilizer herbicide we should be good. But everything else will go in now so that we're ready for the coming years. Anyways, we'll go into time here.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat races, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep the 9 to 5, happy with the simple life.
Alright, so we're back at the farm. Here we're coming in. This disc does good, but I want to try the other disc from the other farm. I want to try that one. So, specifically on the backfield, because I feel like this one we don't go too deep in. The other one we go a bit deeper in, and I think it'll work better. Because, well, if you don't know that last fourth field there, it's not exactly in tip-top shape. Where's my Dodge? Let me find that. Oh, Dodgy, where are you? Ah, I found you. We'll take the Dodge out here. Just look for the Huey. Come to the field. Sure you won't mind. And we got a bucket down there. I'm thinking those fields will actually probably yield more as well, seeing how we got just a ton of they can go a bit deeper on that disc. And unlike this disc, that disc is a lot bigger as well. But we also gotta start tillaging those fields because we also need to spread lime in those fields. I'm assuming if Jane gets back from his hunting trip in time, he's not gonna let me, he won't want me to use the lime spray we have there. I'm assuming he's just not gonna want that. Because I bought the farm on my, he just doesn't want to buy land as well. That's the only other thing. Which I can get, I'm staying small, but like, this farm will most likely be the break thing. But all the money goes to my account until we pay off that one. So I'm just going to yards here. And I'll get the John Deere fired up. I did end up picking up a battery for it, so I'll get that out. There. there's that. Is that a... Alright, so I got the battery. I'm assuming it's dead on that tractor, so... Pop the door here. I'm assuming all the batteries are dead. So who knows how many is sitting there. So let me get the battery replaced here and I'll catch back up with you guys. I got the battery replaced. Let's see if she starts. That's close. Oh, there we go. I know. And I brought two because we're gonna need to start the sprayer and get that out of the way. Get the other battery. Okay, got it. And we'll back out here. Get the switch up and pull up the panel. Pop that one out. See if she starts. She's close. It seems like all the gauges have been popped off. She just started. Question. But, well, we'll get this thing out. So we'll go ahead and put it up here. Or in reverse. That's in, and I'm just gonna do some checks. Let's get on the road here. So first, shift up. So now we're on. This is a big disc. Okay, I'll shift up in the road gear here and we'll be on the road. So I'll see you guys when we get to the farm. Alright, so we're gonna try this guy out. Hopefully the H410 has gathered. If not, I'm gonna have to break into James' horsepower. I'm sure he'll love that. Well, she seems to be going a little bit deeper depth. It seems like we can pull this 6 mile an hour. 9? It depends. Let me shift down actually. RPMs, I'm thinking so 11th is a good year, so but I'm thinking we can go 10 mile an hour, so she seems to be working pretty fine. The only thing is we're just going to have to watch the where the gear were. Because by the looks of it, 11's a little... Once we get 2-speed, we need to be in 11. But to start out, I think we gotta be in the lower gear. If not, I don't know what to do. We need to start in the lower gear ratio. I mean, despite this disc being rated for 300 horsepower, and we are at 270, so we're definitely underpowered. I'll go over some sunflowers there. We're definitely underpowered for the disc. this makes us look tiny. But that being that, it's actually not that bad. Actually, we're cruising pretty fast. And it also leaves a nice, brings up the rich soil, which I really like. Doesn't leave those corn stalks. But, well, I don't know what we should do in this crop next year. Kinda want to do soybeans, but I also don't. Not sure. I know we also need to buy out this field, which seems to already have a seed bed, so it's already one of our jobs. Nicer. Okay, we can shift up here. This thing's just nice. She just cruises. I will say, something like this, it wouldn't be a bad idea to get some GPS set up. I know Jane would kill me if I did that. She hates that GPS stuff. Shift up here. I know I definitely can. There's the other county. There's a deer dealership, so they can rig something like that up in here. Because right now we're in St. Croix County. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to do with these fields though. We need to do something to get the yields up. I don't know what we can do, because corn harvest, it was good, but we didn't make a whole lot of money, or we're not going to. By what I've seen in my numbers and everything, we are making more off the hay operation so far. But the new batch of dried corn is going through, so we'll see how much that's going to cost. If we sold everything, every one of our hay bales, we'd make around $30,000. If we sold every one of our, our dried corn, we're looking at like 15,000, like half that. Very high hours, I'm very surprised. She's turning rubber. Definitely on these fields, we're definitely gonna still, I think we're gonna do beans this year. Yeah, because we'll need to roll the beans and we'll do corn on the other farm. Because yeah, this will be a pretty big bean field, because we will buy that field once we sell everything. And that's already got seedbed, I believe, so it's already pretty much ready to go. We're going to time-lapse mode here.
Guess I ain't in the country no more. No, I ain't in the country no more. Nobody talks like I do. Nobody here at all. No, hell yeah, hey, y'all.
Alright, so we finished up all them fields. This thing is amazing. I'm assuming we'll have some actual decent yields from those fields. But we gotta book it down to the other farm because we will be starting tillage up there. But I might do that when in the winter, or not the winter, spring, right before we plant. So anyways, we are supposed to be getting a shipment in later today of all that supplies we need for that cow pasture. We're probably gonna need to take out a decently sized loan, so that's fine. We just need to get that stuff back. I'm assuming with the fences it's gonna cost us 20k. So I'll go ahead, I'll probably take out that or transfer that over from this farm because we're all going to the same goal, everything's going to the same place basically, so yeah. We'll go through here. I'm probably gonna do some contract work for them for the farm, just so we can have a tiny bit of money. But yeah. Also, I'm gonna get everything looked at, greased up on my farm I just bought. So yeah, I'll see. That 8110 bushes there, I doubt that starter is probably gonna need fuel, new oil, new battery. I'm pretty sure everything needs a battery. I don't have any batteries left, so this thing has a full tank, but I have a feeling it hasn't been filled in many years. So do I own this field to the right? No. Do I? No. I own this field, which is already tilled up. Okay. Let's try that. Forget. It's very tight through here. You gotta kind of like stay in as much as the center as you possibly can. Probably, I like this drive, but I probably need to chop some trees down. So we'll go ahead, we'll actually, we'll start tilling this up now actually, because this ain't that much I have to till up. Start right here by the barns. So
Gone through a standing in line to clubs I'll never get in. It's like the bottom of the ninth and I'm never gonna win this. Life hasn't turned out quite the way I want it to be.
Tell me what you want.
I want a brand new house on an episode of Cribs, and a bathroom I can play baseball in, and a king-size tub big enough for 10 plus me.
So what you need?
I'll need a credit card that's got no limit, and a big black jet with a bedroom in it. Gonna join the Mile High Club at 37,000 feet.
Been done.
I want a new tour bus full of old guitars, mine star on Hollywood Boulevard. Somewhere between Cher and James Dean is fine for me.
So how you?
Alright, so we finished all of our tillage up. Now I gotta go on my farm. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna farm account. I'm gonna transfer everything. Now I'm basically gonna go, but you know what? Alone right here we have equipment that is good enough. So we're gonna go back to the actual farm and get this situation sorted out with so we're gonna turn off this. We'll keep that on. I don't know what's going through here. So we're just gonna put that here. Now something we have to do is we have to get a move on. Now going through someone's field. Now cows, we have one trailer. We're gonna have to buy another. And unless one comes on sale, we're kind of just gonna get one. Now there is a cow farmer, an older gentleman, just north of our farm. So, yeah, just up that way it is. And he's a small-time rancher, but he has a cattle trailer that we might be able to borrow off him. Unless we buy our own. Or unless the co-op has one to rent, but doubt they do. So yeah. Back at the farm here, we're gonna go ahead and wait for that stuff to get here, and we'll show you guys what we'll put up. Alright, so we're back over here. What we put in is this is what we waited so long for, is a feeder and a water tank. This is all we had to get. Now obviously we can hold up to 88 animals in here, so we should have plenty of feed. They will produce manure, water. We have to get a fence up, which we'll wait for Jane here because he's the one riding it, so I'll let him choose what fence we have. But anyways, that's where we're going.